Okay, those are kind of small words. A photosensitive warning. A very small percentage of individuals may experience epileptic seizures when exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights. Exposure to certain patterns or background on a computer screen or while playing video games may induce an epileptic seizure in these individuals. Certain conditions may induce previously undetected epileptic my apologies, symptoms even in persons who have no history of prior seizures or epilepsy. If you or anyone in your family have an epileptic condition, consult your physician prior to playing. If you experience any of the following symptoms while playing a video game or computer game: dizziness, altered vision, eye or muscle twitches, loss of awareness, disorientation, any involuntary movement, or convulsions, immediately discontinue use and consult your physician before resuming play. So I do like that part. I do like the part that they actually present like a whole bunch of different symptoms, because I think for the most part, people associate epileptic seizures as just being like seizures, like actual seizures, but like epilepsy is a lot more of a broader category. So if you do actually experience any of these symptoms, no matter how minor, please do check it out. Sorry, because it is important. It's your health, so take care of yourself. Strong images. This game contains strong images, jump scare triggers, psychological horror, intense sound effects, and violence that may not be suitable for players with heart conditions or certain medical conditions. All characters and events in this game are entirely fictional. Yeah, so those are our content warnings. I just thought it'd be kind of important to say them before we get started. So, welcome to the demo of Tales of Fear, Episode 0. Well, Episode 0 means that it is the demo. But essentially what this is that this is 3 different short horror stories, and we basically just have to explore them from our protagonist's point of view. I assume that just because it's Episode 0, that this demo is not going to be part of the mainline games. I assume that this is completely separate, because in the mainline games we have case 01, case 02, and then case 03. So I'm not sure if this will sort of touch on any of the mainline cases. But without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with the demo of Tales of Fear. Oh wait, okay, so it does. Okay, so I assume. Okay, why is episode 0? Why is episode 0? Wait, your journey through the stories is now complete. Remember, nothing is impossible, nothing is as it seems. Are you ready to discover the truth? Those are some thick pages, holy crap. Each story has its own unique characteristics and atmosphere, but don't let them consume you. There's still numerous other unsolved cases waiting for you. Until next time. Okay, so I assume. Okay, interesting. So, episode 0 is just case 1. Okay. Okay. The reveal. So I assume that maybe all 3 of these cases are actually connected to each other. Okay, but anyways, enough speculating. Because I just found it was interesting that the reveal is completely separate from all 3 cases. So episode 0 is case 01, Doi Station. Kaito, a freelance journalist chasing a rumor at Mount Tanigawa, decides to take the last train home. As the train arrives, he is on the phone with his brother, Haru, when the connection suddenly breaks. While waiting for Kaito's arrival, Haru becomes anxious, only to find out that the last train from Doi Station has already left hours before the phone call. Alright. So the rest is not Japanese themed, I assume, because the rest is Alice and Bob, an Enfield encounter.
1998. This story is about 2 brothers, Haru and Kaito Takasaki. When Kaito, a freelance journalist, investigates the latest rumor about Mount Tanigawa, known as Death Mountain, he is haunted by an uneasy feeling. Something doesn't feel right. It's like a puzzle piece that doesn't fit anywhere, and he carries it with him. When he goes to Doi Station to catch the next train home, something happens that neither of them will ever forget.
Something that neither of them will ever forget. Okay, so we know that for a fact they're gonna live. So we know for a fact that both of them are gonna live. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Damn, I forgot to call in. Haru's gonna yell at me. Hi. Hello? I know you must be really angry, but please, hear me out, okay? Oh, you want me to listen to my brother late at night on his way home from the infamous Mount Tanigawa? Well, go ahead. I know. I'm sorry. I should have called earlier, but I was still at the authorities and begged them for an interview. The authorities? You mean because they investigated the recent disappearance on the mountain? Yeah, I'm absolutely certain that the authorities are hiding something. Haru, please, you're the last person in the world who believes me. Something's not right about this case. What do you mean something's not right about this case? It's like, do you know the feeling when something isn't right, but you can't explain why? It's a gut feeling, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of that, so I can't blame you. This is the 6th time this month you've said the exact same sentence to me. Do you notice anything? Believe me, Haru, it's different this time. Ever since I was on that mountain, I've had this strange feeling, as if something was following me. Stop, you know very well that I don't like scary stuff. Anyway, when's your train arriving? It's getting really late and I think I've worried enough already. He should be here soon. I don't think that's how it should be worded. I don't think that's proper phrasing. It should be here soon. Then I'll be home in no time. I'm really hungry. I saved some dinner for you. I knew you'd forget to eat. It's not the first time. Oh man, you're the best. What do I do without my brother? Without you would be better. Probably starve to death and become a scandal itself, which the authorities will dismiss as an inexplicable mystery. Alright, I'll call again next time. So just from the dialogue alone right now, it doesn't exactly flow off the tongue. Some bits of it. It definitely feels more like exposition than dialogue. Oh, wait a minute. I think I hear the train. Wait, aren't you at Douai Station right now? Yeah. Why? You often take this line home. You often take this line to get home, don't you? I do, and that's why I'm wondering. There are no more trains leaving the station at this time of night. Oh, no? So now I'm getting on a ghost train? That's not something to joke about. Which is actually a thing in I believe in Japanese myths, or at least beliefs, or just superstition in general. There's like a ghost train and it takes you to like a pit stop in the middle of nowhere, and that's like hell. Something along those lines, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on that. Oh, please, don't be so paranoid. The train will be here any minute now. I'll be back so...
When the connection breaks and Haru repeatedly dials Kaito's number, he gets a bad feeling after the voicemail kicks in.
2 hours later. Yeah, I have to do the SpongeBob thing every time that appears. Okay.
Haru decides to drive to Douai Station himself to see where Kaito is, as he can't shake the incredibly oppressive feeling that something terrible has happened.
So, Douai Station, Japan, May 1st, 1998. So in Japan, it would actually be written the other way around. It would be 1998 and then the month and then day. It would be biggest to smallest. Also, where the heck are you, Kaito? I also do want to say this game is awfully well optimized. It is really well optimized. Out of order? How dare you? I've never seen a vending machine that was out of order. Yeah, well, Japan is pretty out of date like that. You still see these. You definitely still see these. I mean, I think even the US, but I digress. Tickets? Wowee. April 30th, 1998. Mount Tanigawa. Strange footprints lead nowhere. I've never seen anything like this before. The scraps of clothing on the tree look rather unnatural. Somehow I have the feeling that I'm not alone here. I don't know if I imagined it, but I could hear shouts in the distance. Police station. On the way to the police station, the authorities were a bit snobbish and chased me away. Didn't get an interview. Something's not right here. I don't know, or maybe they just didn't really care. Which does happen a lot more often than you would think. Yeah. Locked. Have you seen this man? Important person. Important missing. Wait, what? Important missing? Important notice, probably. Missing person report filed. Administrative number Min 90003. Tanaka Ken. Information wanted. Approximately 175 centimeters, 37 years old. Gunma Prefectural Police. Numatas Police Station. Telephone 110 or... Okay, I'm not reading that. Okay. Be careful not to fall into the railways. Joetsu line. Okay. To Echigo Yuzawa. Okay. I don't think I've taken these before. No, probably not. I don't know what... Wait, no. Yeah, I haven't gone to this prefecture. What am I talking about? The door is stuck. Maybe I can find something to break the door open with. Find something to break the door open with. I summon thee, the bucket. What the hell was that? What's that? I also can't see anything. Looks like someone who has just been here. Open. Oh, it's the cafe. Also, this is an awfully small subway station. Usually they are a bit bigger. I literally cannot see anything. Kaito, take out your phone. Actually, no, you're Haru. My bad. Yeah, because usually even in like I've been to like pretty like well to be fair, I haven't been to this prefecture in general, so I don't know if it actually looks like this. But like in general, like there's usually like some things around, like even like a kombini around. So I'm quite surprised that's just desolate. Door stuck again. Oh, it's probably to the other room then. To you. Hello. Oh, crowbar. Perfect. Just what I was looking for. I can't see Kaito anywhere. Yeah, you just type the computer. Obviously, he's not gonna be here. Oh, right, this. Let's zoom in. Yeah, sure. Have that. That was not there before. Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm not reading that. I'm gonna spend my brain cells reading that because it's gonna take forever for me to read that. Are you not taking that? Oh, sure. Kaito. I'm not sure how this thing is pronounced, but Kaito can also be like thief. I've never liked these stairs. Like Soix. Kaito. Because I'm Haru right now. Dude, if I have to break into a subway station to get my brother, I'm not getting him back. Ooh, nice ambience. Nice. We got the visual aspect, we got the auditory aspect. Nice. Joetsu line. Oh. Hell yeah. No, wait, hold up. Choco Chola? Big Cola Japan. No, iced tea. My god, that's our only options? Not even Bacardi Sweat or anything like that? Unbelievable. Dude. Bacardi Sweat absolutely carried me through everything. Through mountain, through the Fushimi Inari Shrine. I shall go into darkness. Oh, okay, I guess that's it. I'll forever remember my electrolytes. Electrolytes are important. Was that a mice? A mice? What? That's not even proper English. Was that a rat? I knew that was happening. I knew these types of games always have that, but like, yeah. Obviously they're gonna do that sooner or later, so yeah. What are you doing here? I'm looking for my brother. Who are you? Oh my god, you scared me. Your brother? At this hour? Yeah, he wanted to take the next train home and never returned. But the last train left many hours ago. I know, but I spoke to him on the phone not too long ago and heard him boarding a train. That's not possible. Listen, there's something you need to know. What is it? You might think I'm crazy though. Please tell me, I absolutely have to find my brother. Many say this place is haunted. According to legend, the lost souls of Mount Tanigawa drift to this lowest point, hoping to finally find rest. No matter what happens, you must not be fooled. No matter what happens, don't get drawn in. Never get on a train that deviates from the schedule. It's a bad joke. What are you talking about? I wish it were. I wish I could hug my wife one more time. Oh, he's dead. He's also a ghost. Listen, can you do me a favor and get me something sugary? My blood sugar is low. I have diabetes. Sure, I'll be right back. Actually, I'm in a hurry right now. Why should I help you? Here's some change for the vending machine. Yeah, I think he's a spirit. It's never that easy. Alright, fine. Something sugary. I don't know what this is. This is too sketchy. Here, I'll buy you a big one. There you go, buddy. Oh, okay then. I knew it. Where did he go? Anything I can interact with here? No? Okay. Oh, what? You want to board the train? Sure. Alright, let's go. This is an awfully old one. Yep, alright, let's go. Hey, 205. Alright, I'm getting out. I'm fine, I'm getting in. Oh. Kaito's mobile phone. Wait, did the brand say Fokia? That sounds way too close to another word I'm not supposed to say. I can't sit. Actually, fun fact about Japan, I've never sat on any of the public transport things. I've always remained standing. Like even when I was taking the well, it's not like it was a long trip, but when I went from Osaka to Kyoto, I just stood. It was like an hour long. It wasn't too bad, but I was just like standing there. I was like, I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like, because I don't like sitting for some reason. I like asserting my dominance and T-posing, and when the train sways, I just sway with it. That's just how it is. My god. Hey, if you want ASMR, I could have given it to you. Here, if you guys want ASMR as well, I'd love to give it to you guys too. You know, if you guys want the whispery stuff, I'm not quite good at it, so I'm sorry. But that's how it is. Yeah. Alright, enough of that. Enough about that. Come on, let me sit on the ghost seats. Oh, rude. Not even a smooth stop? The absolute audacity of this train. All the trains that I've been on have had pretty good stops. Oh, we're back here. Or are we? No, we're probably at the ghost version of this one. Oh man, that's cardio. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to carry any luggage here.
Haru and Kaito have not been seen since. When workers at Douai train station found the brothers' 2 cell phones the next morning, they handed them over to the police. The terrible secret contained in the cell phones has not been revealed to this day.
Did this event really happen, or is it just a figment of our imagination? So here's the thing also. At the beginning, they straight up say, like, here's an event that neither brothers will ever forget. And it's like, if they're dead, then like, why would they forget anything or remember anything? They're dead. They're dead. But yeah. Yeah. 67% voted for true. You'll find out the truth behind every story at the end of the full game. Okay. Thank you for playing the demo. If you liked it, please add the full... Oh, so that's what the reveal... That's clever. That's clever. That's clever. I like this approach a bit. I like this quite a bit. I like this approach where it's sort of... where it's sort of community voted to some degree. And so I think that is interesting. I think that is absolutely very, very much so interesting. Yeah, because obviously we have the other anthology sort of horror games where it's like Fears to Fathom and stuff like that. And originally they were like, oh, based on a true story, quote unquote, or whatever, however you want it. Apparently, and obviously we'll be sort of left with ambiguity, that's the proper word. We would sort of be left up in the air about that, like how much is this is fictionalized, how much is that is like twisted. I mean, obviously here there is inherently some sort of it is romanticized to some degree, for lack of a better word, but they do have that sort of, is it real, is it fake approach, and that's what the reveal is for, which I think is pretty cool. Also, I think I recognize this eye. This eye is done using a brush in Photoshop. It's like you trace like vector paths, but like you sort of curve it and then splotches it. So yeah. Okay, let's read the other cases. Employee of a large tech company takes on a night shift with his colleague that will haunt him for a long time afterwards. An experiment in artificial intelligence is supposed to take the company to the next level. When his coworker suddenly has an emergency, he is left alone with the experiment. Oh, so I assume Alice is the AI or something along those lines. Enfield encounter. Patrick McKelvey's relaxed evening turns out to be a dangerous nightmare that he is forced to endure while fearing for his life. He encounters a creature that does not exist in any history book and causes great chaos in his city. Okay. So I definitely do. Okay, so there's quite a lot that I like. There's quite a lot that I like about this. But I do have to address something, and that's something that says. We used a mix of real voice actors and AI generated voices, which I'm not sure which part is, but I assume the narrator is AI generated because, yeah, it was just saying the Japanese names in like full English accent, so I'm like, okay, probably AI generated. But then Haru's no, it's Kaito's speech at the end of the first episode, that was a bit more like, can AI really do that? Probably. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'll see if there's like confirmation for that and whatsoever. That was not a proper sentence. Right, but yeah, so there is inherently a like I like the atmosphere. I like the atmosphere. I like the sound design. I do quite like the fog coming in. I like there's like minor sound cues that just indicate like a shift in the atmosphere, which I quite enjoy. There's also the visual cues, which is like the sign suddenly there. I didn't really care for the jump scare. It's a jump scare. It's whatever. It didn't really matter to me too much. But I like the smaller bits that really build up the atmosphere. I think that this is something that inherently like the creator is someone who understands atmosphere a lot better than whatnot. And yeah, even though it was a short story, I think it did develop like the atmosphere really, really well. Take a shot for every time I say atmosphere. Yeah, I do think that for such a short game, they've really sort of layered it properly with the slow descent, the build up to the horror, and yeah, just the general sense that, oh, you really are alone, right? The person suddenly disappears, which we all expected. It just made good use of its time, and it made good use of its estate, and overall was quite well optimized. Now, what I will pick on is the dialogue. I think the dialogue is too exposition-y. It's hard to write actual dialogue and still try to give in information, especially in such a small contained game, right? But in the initial conversation, it's not a conversation between two brothers. It's definitely just, oh, let me give you more exposition type of thing, right? It's more like, oh, that place, which is like definitely weird. Yeah, that place, which is definitely weird, and the people are hiding something. It's giving us the exposition. Whereas if this was a conversation, an actual conversation between two brothers, it would not have that sort of interaction. It'll be like, oh, you're there again, eye roll or something like that. So it's definitely, you can tell that there is, it's a bit jarring. And then some of the Englishing, Jesus, my Englishing is not Englishing apparently too, but some of the English is off. Yeah, like they just, it just doesn't flow well together, and it feels like a lot of the sentences are run on to some degree. So yeah, it's just like, I think it's like, how do I explain this? Dude, is there someone who is, yeah, man, I think you just need someone to sort of review the scripting and stuff like that. Otherwise, it just comes across as being too formal or too stiff of words. Like even from just like a narration or just like exposition, not just dialogue. It just comes across as really stiff. Like even when I'm just talking, I'm not like particularly using any. Well, I am using flowery language, but it's also used in a context where you can also tell that's dialogue because I'm the one who's speaking it. So there will be parts where you can recognize as, oh, someone is saying this. There's like very, very specific language that's used that sort of separates exposition, narration, and just stuff like that to actual dialogue, and just casual English, because you don't want to overwhelm your readers and players with like formal English and stuff like that, with language that's too stiff, that's too essay-like. But honestly, besides that, that's a pretty small nitpick, because a lot of horror games actually fall into this pitfall where it's like, okay, we gotta like give as much exposition as possible in a short period of time, and then it sort of screws up the dialogue and makes it sound like, oh, hi, my sister who I love very much and I've seen you for so long, I would like to go to this haunted house because I am a ghost hunter and I do this for a living, right? Like that's how a lot of the exposition goes in these types of games. So yeah, it's better to definitely find someone who can sort of tweak it a bit. But again, like the atmosphere, the ambience, the build up, the usage of just short amount of time, I think is great. I like those aspects of the game, and it's really what's important about the game. But another nitpick, and this is just text size, it's kind of small, just from the epilepsy warning and the content warning, and even just this. Right, this is actually kind of small. Like just reading the summary is actually quite difficult to read. So rather than having like the full page, just have like one page instead, like zoomed in. Also, it's just kind of obnoxious to read. It's just like a UI stuff. No, UX thing, yeah. Alright, like it's not going to be the prettiest, but it's still going to be better for reading purposes. But besides that, yeah, I think that about wraps it up for the demo of Tales of Fear. So, if you guys want to play this game without me yapping over it, make sure to download the demo and give it a shot for yourself. And if you guys want to just, support the devs, make sure to wishlist the game, because I'm sure it helps out the devs a lot with all the algorithm boosts and all that stuff. And so yeah, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you guys are. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you and take care. Bye.